Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. There's an uprising happening in South Asian country of Nepal. As we speak, fed up citizens of that country, tired of suffering and smiling, begging their government to be responsible, hit the streets of the capital to protest. It is happening as we speak. Yes, as soon as smoke hit the skies, the prime minister quickly resigned. He resigned. As with what happens when people are fed up, things happen. It includes things planned and things not planned. Things provoked and things not provoked. Everywhere in the world is the same. The same thing. As we speak, the parliament, that building where lawmakers sit to reward themselves instead of serving the people they were elected to serve, is on fire. So is the presidential palace on fire. Also on fire is the airport that the rulers use to escape when things are hard in the country. Frustrated young people who went on the streets were unhappy about the lack of opportunities, high unemployment, and corruption. I can see that. But the immediate thing that pushed them over the top was when the government of Nepal blocked all major social media sites like Facebook, X, YouTube, saying that those companies must register and must subject themselves to government oversight. That's a code word for censorship. The young people specifically mentioned as one of their reasons for anger the fact that children of the political elite, so-called Nepo kids, enjoy luxury lifestyles, school and vacation abroad, while the schools at their villages and homes are crumbling and unemployment is at 20%. And there's corruption everywhere, police brutality, abuses. Yet, every day, 2,000 of their citizens, young people, travel abroad looking for jobs. So young people hit the streets, block the roads, and set buildings on fire, government offices. They beat up government officials, they caught. They treated them like common criminals, caught stealing eggs and crayfish in Oshodi market. The citizens have been complaining for years about bad governance and police brutality. But the government officials ignored them. When the protest started, the government brought out security agencies and they opened fire on protesters as expected. They killed a few dozen, but it did not stop the protest. It did not. When the government officials, when they saw that this protest will not be just another protest, they used the military to transport government officials to safe ground. Yes, as we speak, the ceremonial president of the country is asking people, protesters, to engage in discussion and find a peaceful solution. Even the army chief is making the same appeal to protesters to come for dialogue to prevent further loss of life and property. Yes, thank God we in Nigeria don't have Nepo kids of government officials enjoying luxury lifestyles while the masses suffer. Thank God. Thank God that the governments of Buhari, Jonathan, Tinubu, we are not trying to ban social media while thousands of our young people are beginning to make a few dollars from them when Nigeria has failed to provide them with employment. Thank God. Thank God that 1 million Nigerians cannot break through the fortified gate of Aso Rock or the National Assembly complex or the Supreme Court complex. Thank God. Even if they try, thank God they cannot break through. Thank God our police and military have supersonic weapons that can wipe out 1 million Nigerians in a second. so that the president and the Senate president and the chief justice and their supporting staff can be safe if people dare, if Nigerians dare to hit the street. Thank God. Thank God that bad governance, abuses and brutality and other nonsense happening in Nepal do not occur in Nigeria or anywhere in sub-Saharan Africa. Thank God. Thank God that our politicians have underground tunnels to escape to the airport. And I don't mean at the airport, you know, the one built on top of the Atlantic Ocean. If similar thing were to start happening in Nigeria, what is happening in Nepal now? Thank God. Thank God that those who make peaceful means impossible, the moment they see uncontrollable violence on the streets, they make speeches appealing for dialogue and peaceful solutions. Nonsense. President Tinubu, thank you for paying attention to this matter. Africans, who did this to us? Who did this to us?